Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring Echoes of the Unknown. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this solo journaling role-playing game of supernatural horror, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about the character creation process. This is a very simple process, but it's also surprisingly deep. You come up with a few details and they will have a mechanical and thematic impact upon your horror adventures. When it comes to the character background and motivation, this is all about the personal history of your character. For example, if you want to determine this randomly, you make a D10 roll and perhaps you obtain curiosity driven. A natural curiosity and thirst for knowledge led you to investigate the supernatural world, hungry to uncover its hidden truths. So perhaps your character was always looking through different obscure tomes, mysterious books, perhaps while visiting an old library, or perhaps a relatively unknown bookshop. Either way, your character became quite inquisitive when it comes to the supernatural, all sorts of weird phenomena. So now you wish to find out more about these strange happenings. This is just a potential inspiration for your background history and your objectives. You can come up with any sort of personal history when it comes to the results of this background and motivation roll. When it comes to character weaknesses, these add depth and complexity to your character, making that character more relatable and interesting. These weaknesses usually offer a penalty but also an advantage. For example, cowardice. In this result, your character is easily frightened. You obtain a -1 to courage. But your character's fear makes that character more cautious, obtaining a +1 to perception. Then you have character attributes. These are the core abilities that define your character's strengths and weaknesses. They also allow you to interact with the game world. For example, perception. It represents your character's ability to notice subtle clues, sense supernatural presences, and uncover hidden information. You also have courage. It is a measure of your character's determination and bravery when confronting the supernatural world's horrors. Then you have resilience. It determines your character's ability to recover from physical, emotional, and mental stressors experienced during supernatural encounters. You only have 3 attributes, and each of the 4 main professions has its own unique attribute configuration arrangement. Some characters could be more perceptive, others more resilient, perhaps there are braver characters, and so forth. Let's talk about the 4 professions. You have the exorcist. Exorcists are individuals who have dedicated their lives to combating supernatural evil, especially demonic entities. You are not forced to play as a sort of priest type of character. You could come from any sort of lineage, trade, path. For example, you can determine your personal connections to this world. Maybe you obtain a D6 roll of family legacy. Your character hails from a long line of exorcists, inheriting the knowledge and skills passed down through generations to combat demonic forces. Then you have the psychic. Psychics are individuals with innate supernatural abilities that allow them to perceive and interact with the unseen world. Perhaps you obtain the personal connection result of near-death experience. Your character had a near-death experience that left them with newfound psychic abilities. They now use these powers to explore the supernatural realm and help others in need. There's also the Paranormal Investigator profession. Paranormal investigators are dedicated seekers of truth, driven by an unwavering curiosity and determination to uncover the mysteries of the supernatural world. Maybe your personal connection is skeptical seeker. Your character is a dedicated skeptic, committed to debunking paranormal hoaxes. Your character's personal mission is to separate fact from fiction in the supernatural world. You also have the reporter. Reporters are resilient and inquisitive individuals who seek to expose the truth about this world. Perhaps you obtain the result of tragic loss when it comes to personal connections. A loved one's mysterious disappearance or death fuels the reporter's relentless pursuit of the truth, hoping to uncover the supernatural forces responsible and bring closure to their personal tragedy. Then you have artifacts. These are powerful and mystical objects imbued with supernatural properties that your character can acquire throughout their journey. Perhaps you obtain the result of Ritual Dagger. This ceremonial blade has been consecrated with ancient rites, granting your character a -1 bonus to courage rolls when facing demonic entities. This is actually a good bonus because this system is about rolling under. Now you can also create a custom character from scratch. You only need to come up with a different profession. Maybe an occult historian, an urban explorer, a ritualist. You are given examples here. And you distribute the values when it comes to attributes, that is, perception, courage, and resilience. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about the game mechanics. I think this character creation process is excellent, but there could be a few more improvements. For example, when it comes to background, motivation, weaknesses, etc., I think a few more results would have been great. Now, when it comes to the custom character creation process, there is an omission here. You don't have a step detailing weakness. And in the template process itself, that is with the pre-generated professions, you don't have a clear indication that you start with an artifact. But in the custom character creation, you do have a step featuring that. Either way, the character creation process is quite satisfactory. I created a really cool Paranormal Investigator using this process. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you, and see you later.